It's 2025, and you're probably asking yourself, is blogging dead? I mean, Google keeps changing the rules. Pinterest isn't what it was back in 2016. There's so much AI content just flooding the market. I mean, we're all thinking the same thing. Is it even worth your time? I want you to come on this little journey with me while I start my craft blog. It's going to be all about crochet. I love crocheting. So I'm starting a blog all about that hobby. And this is going to be truly over the shoulder, behind the scenes. Come with me through the ups and the downs and the frustrations of building a blog, from the technical aspects to the mindset struggles that I'm sure will ensue. I would love to have you come along with me and let me know down below if you're considering starting a blog in 2025, if you think it's a waste of time, whatever. Please just leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And I would love to just chat with you about blogging in general, because truly I love Pinterest, but I also love blogging. So if you are considering starting a blog in 2025 or 2026 or whenever, or if you already have one, but maybe you let it just sit for a while and you want to come along with me, make sure to subscribe so that you get notifications on all the new videos that are coming out. This is the beginning of a new series. It's going to go throughout for sure the next few weeks, and then we will do updates throughout the year, and I will just kind of walk you through where I'm at, how much I'm getting done on the blog, and how it's going. I'm starting a brand new craft blog in 2025, and I want you to come along with me. Now, I'm also creating a course on building a Pinterest marketing strategy, which you're going to kind of see in this behind the scenes, how I'm building a strategy for a brand new blog. But this course goes through whether you're a blogger, online course creator, coach, service provider, you can build a Pinterest strategy that makes sense for your business with this course. So if that's something that's interesting to you, make sure to get on the wait list and I will let you know when it launches. I am looking at a February launch, so coming up pretty quickly. We all know that the competition on Google is fierce and they just keep making updates. I mean, it's a bit frustrating. First and foremost, we got to go through what platform I decided on building the blog on. And I chose WordPress.org, not WordPress.com. So if you're building a blog, I recommend, not only me, but pretty much every blogger out there recommends using WordPress.org, because that is your own property. It's not owned by anyone else. So it's your own piece of real estate. Is it complicated? A bit, yes. It takes a little more tech to get set up, but it's worth it in the end. And honestly, if you need help getting that set up, I did go through a course called the Ultimate Blog Roadmap, and it's a membership right now. It was a course and now it's a membership. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put a link down below where you can check that out. But they have a course literally walking you through setting up your WordPress, adding a theme, and all of that jazz. So really great course, and Jennifer and Amy are awesome, so you won't go wrong there. So I'll pop a link down below for that. So I chose to go with WordPress.org, and then I am using Cadence for my parent theme. And the parent theme is really just kind of how your website is going to function, how you're able to put your theme in there. I believe that's kind of what it is. And then I grabbed a theme from Restored 316 for my child theme, which is basically how the website looks to everybody that goes to it. So how you build your blog. And I'm going to show that to you here shortly on the screen share. I'll walk you through like the back end and all of the stuff that I'm doing with that blog there. We're going to go through the plugins and all that jazz. So let's head on over to the screen share. I'm going to show you kind of what I have set up right now so you can see how brand new this blog really is. There's not even one post on it yet. As I told you, I started with a WordPress.org website. So when you start with WordPress, you do have quite a bit of setup to do before you can really start using your site. But one of the ways that makes it a lot easier is when you do buy a theme from someone. And they do have free themes available. So Cadence does have a few starter themes that are available that are free. I find that purchasing a theme not only makes your site more usable, easier to customize, and prettier, but it works a little bit better. So I do recommend buying a theme. I use Restored 316. I'm going to pop them here, and I love them. She's got amazing, beautiful themes, tons and tons of different options. So here, let's go into these themes here that you can use to get started. And
she walks you through really great support. So if you're brand new, you've never installed a theme, she walks you through step by step how to do that and how to edit that theme. So every single theme that she has comes with videos to show you how to edit it and make it your own. So you don't have to be a pro to use her themes. They're gorgeous. So here you can see a few of the themes. And I'll go ahead and put a link down below if you want to check her out more, but this is where I got the theme for my website. I chose the Create theme, and that is what you're going to see here shortly when we jump over, and I'm going to show you kind of where my blog is right now. But first, I wanted to talk about some of the plugins that I put on my website to help it just run better and do what I need it to do. So the key with plugins is that you want what you need to make your site function the way you want it to, but you don't want unnecessary plugins that will slow the website down. So having a blog that's responsive, fast, has good imaging, all of that stuff is super important. So making sure we're not weighing it down with unnecessary plugins is also very important. So something to think about there. But I'm going to walk you through the plugins that I used in my backend. So first things first, I use Anti-Spam Bee. That is to help spam comments and all of that good stuff. So you definitely need that. I believe this is a free plugin. Most of the plugins are free. There are a couple that have a charge, but the ones that you pay for are totally worth the money. So WP Rocket is another one that I have, but it really increases the speed of your website. There is a charge. I think it's a one-time charge. I can't remember for sure, but definitely recommend still going through and getting that plugin because it will help keep your website running smooth, running fast. Cookie yes, so we have to have the consent to track certain things on your website, and that's that little pop-up that jumps up and says, do you agree to these terms or whatever, and you click yes. That is what Cookie yes does for you. Google for WooCommerce, because this website is going to have physical products on it. So I'm not only building a blog, but I will have physical products to sell, and I'm going to do it through this website. So that's one of the ways I'm going to monetize before I actually get ads on my website. And I'm going to go into that in further videos. That's not really what this video is about, but just wanted to touch on that. The next thing that I have in here is Grow for WordPress. So Grow is through Mediavine, which is a big ad network. And if you install this plugin, which there's no reason not to, it helps you get email subscribers, and it also helps them track your site's analytics so that you can potentially get monetized earlier than you normally would. So with Mediavine, you have to have 50,000 sessions, I believe, a month. And with Grow, they have a program called Journey where you only need like 10,000, and some people are actually getting accepted below 10,000. So definitely doesn't hurt to add Grow to your website right away and help them track your analytics and your growth as you grow your blog. The next plugin I have is Hubbub Pro. So Hubbub allows you to embed Pinterest pin images into your blog so that when people click that they want to pin from your blog directly, the little Pinterest extension that allows you to just pin directly, it will pull the Pinterest images that you want them to pin. So rather than just any photo on your blog that they can pin, they will have an option of either one, if that's all you upload, or like I think it's up to 3 images they can pin. And that's just a really handy way to start getting your blog pinned through other people's Pinterest accounts. So can't hurt, right? The next thing is the Kadence blocks. Now I upgraded to a Essentials package with Kadence, which gives me some additional functionality on my website. All the Restored 316 themes work on Kadence free version, so you do not have to have it. There are some themes that you can use that have Pro, but they also have that option to have the free version. So you don't absolutely have to have this upgrade. It's just one I chose because I wanted some additional functionality on my website. And let's see here. This one here, Optimized Database after deleting revisions, just helps keep everything clean and doesn't have a bunch of clutter from revisions of different blog posts. So that is something that was recommended through the Ultimate Blog Roadmap. They're actually the experts on the blog. So that's where I got all this information. So if blogging is something you really are serious about, highly recommend joining that because that's where I got all my information from. Next thing, Updraft Plus is great for having backups. So anytime you update a plugin, update WordPress, sometimes there's bugs and it could crash your system. Updraft helps ensure that you have a draft basically of your website so you can restore what it was prior to that update. Super important to have because, I've heard some horror stories and you don't want that to happen to you. Next is WP Rocket and WordFence Security. So WordFence Security is basically keeping your website safe. One of the first plugins I always add to a new website is WordFence because this is what's going to keep the hackers out of your site. You don't want somebody taking over your website. So make sure that this is one of the first plugins that you get. And no, you do not have to upgrade to premium. You certainly can. The free version is what I use and it seems to work great. And then WP Code is another one. That's where you can start adding like script into headers and footers and all that fun stuff. And if that doesn't make any sense to you right now, it will eventually. Just know you're going to want something that makes it easy to add code to your header and footer on your website. And WP Code is a great option. Okay, so that's the plugins I chose. I just want to show you kind of where I'm at with my website right now. So I have done some customizing of the theme. This is the initial, and I'm sure it's going to change a lot. And this obviously is not my post. I'm still working on it. I have 0 posts on this blog right now. So this is the blog from the beginning, and I don't know why these pictures aren't showing. See, this truly is real life. Okay, there we go. There's the pictures. As you can see, I have no posts, but I have customized a bunch of it so far. So updated, all of the parts. I need to still get an email service provider, which I'm working on. I'm debating between MailerLite, ConvertKit, and Flowdesk. I'm leaning towards MailerLite just because of their free program. The thing is my Pinterest management, I use ConvertKit and I'm used to them, but I really don't want to spend more money on email service providers. So I may end up going with MailerLite, who is also very good. The great benefit with ConvertKit is they really do integrate so easily with pretty much every system. They have really great customer service. They're super helpful and they've got a lot of nice perks over there. But what I really need for this website is a way to collect emails and a way to send out emails, right? So I don't know if I need all the bells and whistles right now. That's where I'm at. Like I said, you're going through this with me and I'm not quite sure which way I'm going to go yet. So if you have a suggestion, please drop it in the comments. I'd love to know what your thought is. Really, I'm really down between MailerLite and ConvertKit right now. Now, I love the beauty of Flowdesk and how pretty it is, and that it's only one cost forever. MailerLite's free right now. And Flowdesk doesn't have as many plugins as MailerLite and ConvertKit has. I like Easy, so it's going to be one of those two. So please let me know if you have a preference down below, which one you would suggest that I use. All right, so here is the beginning part of the blog. Like I said, there is no posts on it yet. I anticipate my very first post being a temperature blanket post. So I did some keyword research. It's a good keyword to go after. And yes, I do believe that keywords and keyword research still plays a huge part in having a successful blog. But I also think that you should also have another plan outside of Google, which is where Pinterest will come in, which is where YouTube, that's a sneak peek on some of my marketing strategy for this blog, will come in. So that's where I'm at with this. Just getting started, just getting it set up. And that's kind of where I'm at. I would love to know if you have any questions as far as like why I chose WordPress or anything like that. I'd love to just get a conversation going about starting a blog and anything else that you would suggest or would like to know. Let me know down below and I can make sure to address that. So I have some pre-planned videos, but if you guys have specific questions, I am happy to make videos to answer those questions. So please let me know any questions that you have. But right now we're starting off with WordPress.org. We're still debating on an email service provider. We've got our Restored 316 template and hosting. Hosting, I use Big Scoots. A couple reasons I use Big Scoots. I used to use some of the lower cost hosting programs, and they're fine. If that's what you can afford, that's okay. Like, totally get those less expensive hosting programs like SiteGround, Name Hero, those two. I mean, they're fine. The reason I love Big Scoots is because their customer service is top notch, and they are more expensive. So you're looking, I think, at around $30 a month for a website, whereas some of the like entry deals for some of the other ones are, maybe $50 a year or something like that. Big Scoots does have a shared program that's, I think, $8 or $9 a month. So if you can't afford the managed hosting, which is where you really get that really high top-notch customer service, the shared is a really good option for you, unless you decide to go with the other ones. And no judgment here what you decide to do. But the reason I chose Big Scoots is because they're just amazing with their customer service. Like, if I'm having a hard time with something on my website, I can reach out to them and they can almost always answer the question or help me with it. They help me input all the email code and stuff that needs to happen behind the scenes in your hosting platform to make sure that your emails are getting delivered. They help me do that. They help me when I have an issue with something not showing up. And their turnaround time is so fast. It's like within a couple hours most of the time. For me, having that level of customer service and reliability that Big Scoots provides was super important. So that's why I went with them. But totally okay to go with someone else with a lower cost program if that's what you need to do to get your blog started. Let me know if you are if you're debating between the two, or if you have any questions on why I went to Big Scoots. I'm happy to talk about it. You can reach out to me over on Instagram. I'm at growing_with_Michelle on Instagram if you'd like to chat over there. You can also send me an email at hello@michelle-stevens.com, or just shoot me a comment down below. I'm happy to start conversations there too. But that's who I use for hosting. So hosting's Big Scoots, WordPress.org. We're using Cadence for the theme and Restored 316 for the child theme. So the parent theme is Cadence. The child theme is Restored 316. All those links are going to be down below. So if you want to do the same, it's super easy. You can just click those links. Some of them are affiliates, which means if you do end up clicking on them and using them, then I would get a portion of that sale through no cost to you. It just helps support my channel. And as you can see, I'm actually using all of those services. You can tell that I actually believe in these services. Like I said, any questions, please reach out. I'm super open with this and ready to answer any questions that I can answer. And I hope you stick around to see how it goes, because honestly, your guess is as good as mine. We'll see how this blog building situation happens. I'm not anticipating blowing up, but we're going to see how this goes. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Next week, we're going to get into building a YouTube channel for this blog, and I'll get into more of that next week on why I'm doing that. All right. You have a great day. Bye-bye.